When I'm calling you. It says we're streaming. I don't know. I don't see any chats. Oh, there we go. We popped up. All right, we're up. We're up and running. So what are we looking at? I don't even know what we're looking at because everything's shut down, man. Hey, what's up, Tommy? We missed you yesterday. I don't think you missed much. I don't recall making any money. But today the market's on a little bit of a tanking. We had some Fed yesterday. And then I just as I started streaming, I was knocked out. So I'm working on getting my software up right now. Drat. All right, everything's up. And the markets are down. Down 270 on the Dow. Down 170 on the composite. Down 43 on the S&P, which is good because I made some move yesterday. And they seem to have been working out for me. Let's see what the chat looks like. Take your time. Hey, what's up, Spidey Cool? What's up, Mr. Miguel? Everybody ready for a little trade? If you know what went on, we had jobless claims and I think CPI, and everything looks a little hotter than expected. You know, actually, I think it was jobless claims that pushed everything down. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Good morning. Yeah, I think it's jobless claims that pushed everything down. So we be bearish. Got a bear flag setting up on the 240, looking at the futures, and we'll wait for that to trigger. 930 should be the next bar, so we should get ready for that trigger. That should be a nice move. And I bet we revisit yesterday's lows. But it looks like a little trend reversal on the 240. So it looks like we might build a divergence on the lows. So this might be a good low, this 3600. We're going to need a catalyst to bust through that. But if we break that 3600, I think 35 is a quick shot. I think we're down there, 1, 2, 3. Now we're fighting our way back again. Dow came back 60 points, 70 points. That's interesting enough. You gave back, Dave. I don't believe Russia will launch a nuke. Hey, Miguel, thanks for talking. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, yet it looks like their military is a wrap, right? I think even when they send these reserves or these draftees in, I think those cats are going to split. I think they're going to surrender. They're going to run. I think the Ukraine is going to walk through these regions and take their country back. I don't think Putin is willing to accept that, So I don't think he's going to accept the loss or the failure. And I don't think the Ukraine is going to accept. Well, I guess the U.S. could put the thumbscrews to him to get the Ukraine to accept a deal, because the U.S. will stop supplying weapons and funding. But I don't know, man. I think this cat is desperate. I mean, yeah, and he wants the land, so he'll poison the land. So, yeah, you're talking about agriculture. It doesn't really affect any mineral or oil capabilities or what they have underneath. I think there's some oil reserves under there. But I'm just thinking that the Ukraine's not going to want to surrender any land. Putin's not going to want to lose. If he can't have it, nobody can. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, we overbought up here. Okay, so again, Anth, you got to give me a time frame, man, because we could be overbought on the dailies, but in good value on the 60s or what have you. But I'm looking at the 60-minute and the 30-minute as of yesterday. At the close, we're slightly overbought on both of those. The daily was oversold, extremely oversold, for 3 days, starting on the 23rd, so 24th, 27th, 23rd, 26th, 27th, we were extremely oversold. And then we went from oversold to fair value. And I'm thinking that 761 would probably be the high. That put us in fair value. We'll see when the market opens today. If even if we're down here, I mean, the value resets because we have another day to consider. So we may be fair value at these low prices. So, I mean, I'm feeling bearish, but the sell was aggressive, and there's probably some profit taking in shorts and things like that. So that's what the bounces are and the slowdown here. But if we could break yesterday's low today, then I think 500 is a fair shot. A fair shot. Yeah, he needs a win. Well, you know what? I don't know if that supplies him a win. I think his country's going to turn on him. I think, China, I think, is just sitting in the background enjoying this shit. But I think India, who stays neutral and is a trading partner, will turn on him. I think some smaller Middle Eastern countries and South American countries that have been supportive of him may turn on him with this. This is, I mean, this the use. So I don't know if using the nuke gives him a win. I think that he is just a spoiled bastard, and like I said, his position might be, if I can't have it, nobody can. Hit a far west city. No, I think he's going to use tacticals. I mean, you guys could all be right, but my view is that he would just use tacticals to obliterate the Ukraine army. I don't think he would use them on cities or anything like that. You know, I mean, the problem he has is he can't defeat the Ukraine army, but with some tactical nukes, I mean, you know, he doesn't even have to be that accurate, and he'll start, you know, taking out large swaths of their arms and their military. So I think that's the manner in which he's going to use them. It's just there's going to be fallout, you know, and you know, surrounding areas are going to get fucked. But I think he's going to open the door, like he's going to lower the bar. And then North Korea, based on how everybody responds, North Korea is going to be more comfortable using them. China is going to be comfortable using them. I think it's going to open the door for a whole new world, and just being on the verge of destruction. You know, I mean, it'll just escalate from there. You know, I mean, it's not like everybody has gone from, you know, using weapons down to slingshots. You know, I mean, everybody escalates. They don't de-escalate. So I think we're looking, I mean, if he opens the door to that sort of weapon use, I think a lot of people are going to follow suit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Ant. Tactical small nukes in strategic spots. But still, yeah, you know, there's still fallout, yeah, you know, and if he uses an abundance of them, you know, small tacticals, I mean, you know, the residual damage is going to be like using a large one, you know, just the fallout and moving in the atmosphere and everything. And I mean, this shit is going to blow over into Europe. And then it's going to, we'll probably get traces of it here in a couple of years, you know. And now he's talking about he wants to take back Alaska, because we bought Alaska from him in the 1800s, I think the late 1800s. And he's talking about he wants to take back Alaska. And he's actually building up military, you know, up in the Arctic. Yeah, that's interesting too, right? The guy hasn't really shown us anything. Yeah, you know, so it would be interesting how well his nukes work, or if they're even there yet. You know, it seems like he floats money down to his military, and they spend it on women and vodka. And yeah, you know, he's probably looking at a bunch of empty shells, you know, stocked up in the warehouse. You know, that'd be interesting. Oh, we got 1 minute to party time. Let's get settled here. I'm not even in the head. See, this is bad. Bad. You got to get ready to trade that day. I mean, we're looking at a lot of shooting stars on the closing bars and small charts. We're down 37, so that triggers them all. And that puts me, yeah, puts me down around here. Down in the 80s. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. So let's see what we're feeling like. All right. School is in session. Overvalued already on the fives. Yeah, we're slightly oversold on the daily at this point. May not be too aggressive. Might even get a rebound. I bet there's a good chance we close up 36. What does that put us at? Maybe we close up about 25 or so. Not impossible. Getting a bear flag on the 30-second chart. 5 minute looks bearish. Everything looks bearish. Yeah, I'm going to take that flag if it triggers. Try to load one up right now. There we go. Nah, see, I don't want to see that. All right. Yeah, you're just jerking around. There we go. Taking one off right here. Oh, that's a nice fill. Got to break about 72 right now for this to get going. Got one off for 250. This is an inside bar too, so we're dealing with all the congestion of the other markets of yesterday's trading. Dow looks like it might be setting up a 1 minute flag. Russell just keeps pushing down. Composite, looks like it's setting up a 1 minute flag. Moving my stop to a break even right now. I got one off at 250 a contract. Cool. Moving my stop down to 677, 678. Locking in 150 a contract on those last two. And letting her go right around here. This is the resistance we have right around here. I think we're going to have a little bit of trouble. Actually, 70.70 is a better number for it, the resistance. Composite's still pushing down. Techs are giving it a hard time. Amazon just made a new low. Apple's heading for a new low. Cool, broke that resistance of 77. Still got 2 on. I'm liking it. I'm taking one off right here. That's got 700 a contract on that second unit. And now I'm just leaving this sucker to run, man. I'm moving my stop back up to a break even on this last piece. And I'm looking for like 628 on this last one. See if we can get that energy to go back down without chopping around. That's the problem with trading an inside bar. But we like it. We like it. We got some money in the bank. Russell's still grinding down. Well, it looks like actually it's starting to find a little bit of a bottom right at this point. We'll see. Could be a flag. But if that baby keeps pushing down, it's just telling me there's just, oh yeah, there it goes. It just triggered. Let's see if it keeps pushing down. The bars are getting smaller. Little consolidation going on there. Got another flag on the composite. About to trigger. Push it. Dow just triggered another flag on the 1 minute. Well, if you took this short, take a little bit off, man. Bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. So we're looking for 51 and then 28. Those are our next 2 targets. When I hit that 51, I'm just going to squeeze my stop a little bit. Well, no, I'm just going to watch and see how it behaves. See if I pull it out. But I'm definitely taking that 28 if we hit that 28. The daily's still slightly oversold, so we're good. The 60 is fair value. The 30 is getting slightly oversold right here. So I think we're going to bounce off of that 51. I might take my third off there. It's going to be nearly 1,500 a contract. And maybe I'll look for another entry based on its behavior at that point. I don't understand what 368 is. Right now for the day, I'm looking at 651 down to 628. Breaking 651, I'll be looking for 628. Yeah, that's correct. 36, that's correct. I'm looking for my next support at about 51. And then following that, I'm looking for my next support at 28. If you're in this long, if you haven't taken anything off the table, at least squeeze your stops a little bit. Goodbye to you. Yeah, that 5-minute is looking crazy bearish. Getting a little bounce on the 30-second, but to tell you the truth, we could probably roll up and just clock the 1 minute. Might get a little bounce here. Come on. Went as low as, oh, we're revisiting it, 62, I believe. There we go. Keep on keeping on. How low can you go? This is a nice, nice trade, right? Should have made some of your money back, Antonio. Anthony. $60.40 is yesterday's low. We break that. There's going to be a whole bunch of people jumping on this trade. I'm still in it. Gonna watch that 2-minute for a bottom. But the Dow's just selling off. Composite's selling off. Russell's selling off. It's not even showing a bottom. It's like everybody wants out. Market's off 70 points already. I mean, we see that 2% for the day. We know that this is the trend. I wouldn't even count on a midday, mid-session reversal. Looking for that 628 now. I just have one unit on. You didn't get in on that flag. I called that flag on the 32nd. Looks like we're getting a little bounce here. I'm going to take it off here and wait for a 5-minute flag because we're overextended on that 5-minute. That's a nice run, though. That's 15 points. I'm sorry, that's 35 points. Should have picked up about 1,800 a contract on that last move. So if you just did 3 contracts and work in 15 minutes, you should have made about $2,700. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yo, if that's your goal, man, Tommy, that is a good call. What were you trading? And were you trading live? Yeah, and you'll find, too, that when I have a good run like that, I put away a few bucks. I mean, I'm not breaking my ass the rest of the day. I lay back a little bit. Unless I see something really sweet. Yeah, you know, it's got to be like a real sweet A+ kind of setup. But, you know, I didn't do just 3 contracts. So today was a good day. Paid quite well. Why would I compromise that? I just want to add to it. So if you followed me and you just did the minis, you know, traded the future minis, the MES, you should have done $270 for the day. MES, good. Paper still, using the 30-minute. Okay, cool. Yeah, yo, $100 on an MES, that's a nice trade. That's a nice move. You captured a, you captured a really nice trade. So, yeah, you know, it's the volatility, man. I mean, you know, as long as we get this volatility, we're going to make this money. When this volatility dies off, then, you know, it's really the income trades that are paying better than, or a better bet than the directionals, you know. I mean, the directionals, you make more money, but obviously assume more risk. Where am I at? 6. It's like 300 points. I'm going to have to leave these alone. Actually, what's interesting is that 240 is making a kind of a trend reversal pattern. Kind of a divergence right now. This is an aggressive sell-off. I would like to see us break that low. When was this low? Yesterday morning low in the futures, which I think we're probably going to revisit that, although that's pretty low right now. How much more of a move is that going to be? 613. That's another 40-point move. Wow. If we have another 110 day. Now I'll wait to see where the next 30-minute candle will start. Make a decision from there. Cool, man. Yeah, yeah. You know what? One of the guys that I first learned on initially was very focused on the 30-minute chart. That's usually what he traded off of, and he took one or two trades a day, sometimes really. I mean, but not every day, and I mean, did very well because the 30-minute moves are um, longer moves. Yet, you know, when you're looking at these lower time frames, this is just scalping. That's why I'm always taking my profits quick. But again, you take that 30-minute chart, your risk is greater. Like, I mean, what was your entry? I mean, why did you enter that trade? Because we only have one 30-minute bar, and it's, you know, not even completed yet, unless you were looking at yesterday's bar, which would be a tombstone. But you know, we closed so below it that I wouldn't have taken a position at the open. So how did you get into your trade? See, here's the bounce I was expecting. Brings the price back up into fair value. It's actually a bear flag on the 5-minute. 5 minutes looking real bearish too, man. I might give it a shot on a small piece. But everything's coming up roses. Everything's coming up roses. Very interesting, man. That daily chart is very interesting. We've got this consolidation here, which is, you know, kind of making room for us to make that move down. That gap behind us is just, you know, from yesterday to today is just a drag. We got to break the low of the 27th. Zero touch. Okay, MES paper. Now waiting to see. Break of the previous bar lowest. On the 30-minute, there was no previous bar. Break of the previous bar lowest. There was a green candle at 9 a.m. Ah, you were trading the future. All right, let me jump over and take a peek at that. All right, cool. Yeah, actually, that's a flag. That's a bear flag. So yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's a good trade, man. And you could see that momentum was favoring the flag also, if you look at the MACD. And if I traded it, my stop would have been at 700. So my entry would have been at 81. So, you know, it's about $100 risk. Not a bad trade, man. I mean, really, you wanted to pull 200 out of that trade. You would rather hold a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Then you only have to be right 33% of the time to be profitable. So when you analyze your trades, you look at what your target is and try to find a trade that target is 2-to-1. And there are traders out there that won't take the trade unless that's what their target is. So they would have missed out on this $100. You have to decide if that's right for you or not. But they hold that 2-to-1 goal. And again, you know, based on that ratio, you only have to be right 33% of the time. If you're right 50% of the time, you are very profitable. And a lot of the setups that we look at have a 70% probability. So just something to think about. But yeah, you know, that's the nature of the 30-minute. I mean, you're going to take those big stops in relation to taking the 30-minute chart, 30-second chart. You know, doing a scalp. When I got in this trade, isn't it funny how I just wipe my mind clean after I do it? We got in at 81, right? So my stop, I had a stop at 83. Well, 84. I like to leave a little bit of room, and I entered at 81. I had a $150 risk on a full contract. So you would have had a $15 risk on an MES if you drilled down to that 30-second chart and took that entry with me. And then, yeah, you know, obviously the return was substantial. It would have been a $150 return on your $15 risk. Yo, I'll take that shit all day long. Yeah, that's I do that too. I move my stop to a break even. Actually, I try to hold out for $200 dollars. So yeah, you know, I'm looking for that 2 points. And when the trading range is so wide, so aggressive, like we're seeing 70s and 80s right now, that's a good shot. You know, this time of year, that's a good shot. But when the market gets flat, then I hold out for that $100. So really, I'm looking for 4 points or 2 points. I mean, when it goes 1 point and I go to a break even, could bounce back. But I wait for that $200. I take one off and then drop my stop to a break even. Knocks me out a lot, but protects me too. Yep, that's good, man. I mean, you've been doing this with me for over a year, and you're still on paper, and I really respect that. You know, and just you know, you sock away your money, keep building your war chest, and keep mastering your art. And then you know, you go and you know, you start. I mean, you could start with one contract. It's very hard to make money on one contract, but you could start with one contract and hold a 2-to-1 risk reward, or you know, start with 2 contracts and then, you know, build a cushion and then go to 3, where it's market money that you're risking at that point. You know, and not your own capital. And then you go to 4 contracts, or you know, I like to do it in units at 3. So from 3, I'll just trade that until I have enough market money in that account to roll to 6 contracts. And then I'll roll to 9 contracts. Once you get to 9 contracts, then you're making some serious money. Today would have been an $8,000 day for you if you were doing 9 contracts. Or even futures works the same. You know, it's 1 point for $50 gain on a future. And the beauty of futures is, I mean, you only need 500 for $4,500. You know, you're tying up $4,500 on 9 contracts, and you know, it's an $8,000 day. I'll take it. There we go, breaking the low again. I didn't even jump in on it. I wasn't paying attention. Man, look at that. It's a classic. So, Anthony, look at that 5-minute chart, man. That's a classic bear flag right there. Textbook bear flag. Man, and I didn't take it. Oh, what a drag, what a drag, what a drag. Because I'm babbling. That was, I mean, that I would have taken that trade. That's like A+, you know. Momentum's going the right direction. You know, the Mac Daddy is in the right direction. It's classic. You got 2 topping tails. Yeah, you know, you got that kind of V pattern. Yep. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. Yo, you know what? If I start trading another equity, like if I decide I'm going to trade Tesla, I'll do it on paper, you know, for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And like even if I take a few days off, and I come back in, I'll trade a little bit in paper, and you know, just shake the rust off, get the vibe and everything. Ah, look at that, you motherfucker. That's like a quick 7 points, man. I gotta turn off the chat. This should be a boring channel. That was like a gimme, bro. That was a gimme. Oh, bother. That AT&T is holding up pretty good. I thought it would have fallen apart a lot more aggressively than this. All right. Way to go, Ant. I think November, early November is the next Fed meeting. Yo, that AMC is $7. They still screaming for that 100? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm working. Now hopefully I don't give this one back. Yeah, 100K. LOL. Well, you could set, Anthony, you could set goals for the day, right? How much money you're going to make for the day, and then you back off. And then you should set how much you're willing to lose for the day. Like, you know, if you say, okay, if I take a loss of $250 for the day, I stop trading for the day. And then you even set that for a week. You know, what your max loss for the week is, where you got to back off, and what your max loss for a month is, and you got to back off. You can't trade until the following month if you hit that number. And those sort of parameters are put on you if you are in a trading firm. So you have a day limit, a week limit, and a month limit. Good, Anthony. No, I didn't. I mean, I heard that they hit, but I didn't really see a lot of reports about that. Um, I heard that Ian hit, but not a lot of reports. I didn't really get into the news. I was doing my financial shit. Yeah, that's a good way to control your risk. I mean, if you're buying the 50 deltas, the move is going to be a lot more aggressive. But, you know, with the out of the money options, then you get some time issues. You know, they can start losing value quick with time. So we're getting oversold on the 30 minute. So if anybody's short this is a good spot to start taking some off. And the daily looks like it's slightly oversold. We hit that target. Oh, that's the 60. I'm sorry. We hit that target that we were looking for 28 and then some. Obviously pushed down. That's kind of moved that target a little bit. But that 30 minutes getting oversold, and we're getting around the time that we could see a mid-session reversal. So let's keep our eye open for that. I mean, usually when we're down more than 2%, it just continues that trend. But this is pretty aggressive. We're seeing some oversold signals. We could get a little bit of a bounce around here. And I bounce, you bounce, we bounce. This is going along rather nicely. When is the 6th? So we're bouncing off that low of the 27th. I would like to see it continue going. Again, this is around the hour of the return. Look for that trend reversal. Really nothing setting it up. Momentum on the 2 minutes floating up. Momentum on the 1 minute's floating up. Might just go into a consolidation. Hey, just give me a couple of minutes. I just got to run and take care of something. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Wee bit of a bounce.
Order filled.
And that's the way we do it. What are we looking at? Yeah, everything's kind of bottoming out right now. Dow looks like it's getting a little bullish. Looks like it might be making that fight. It's trying to break out of a 1 minute channel. And we're all building the 1 minute channels. Nope, didn't look like it broke that. Just did a like a 5-minute bear flag. Looks like we're about to break the low. Yeah, baby. That's having a hard time breaking down. Composite keeps rebounding. The Dow put in a triple top, a solid triple top. So the Dow just broke out of that channel. Looks like we might get a little bit of a retrace. S&P's breaking that resistance also. Got a flag building on the 30-minute. No, don't even think like that. Usually you lose money. You're refining it. Watch that bear flag on the 30. Might be another opportunity. Wouldn't mind seeing 600 today. What are we going to do? What time is it? 11 o'clock. That might be the extent of the bounce. I'm going to watch for that flag on the 30. We're still just slightly overextended for the day. Broke yesterday's low. Be nice to break the 27th low. $23.29. Houses were floating down the street. 15-foot sea surge. Wow. There we go. Now we're putting in bottoming tails for that 30-minute. It's kind of interesting. Russell bounced off that bottom. I think we're going to fight with that bottom for a little while. Look, they're being so sweet together. Might be a 60-minute bear flag. Could still watch that 30-minute bear flag. It's just those bottoming tails are a little disconcerting. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm fighting a slight cold. You don't see a flag on the 30. You're still not getting the flag. Here, look. Here's a 30-minute bar. Bank. there's a run down, right? That strong bar down, that's a pole. That strong bar down, that's a pole. This is a retrace. This begins the flag, right? So if the next bar breaks this low, it triggers the flag. So once you begin the consolidation, it begins building the flag. So the consolidation could move, up, 3 bars, 4 bars, as many bars as you want. But the trigger of the flag is breaking the previous low. So right now, the trigger of this 30-minute flag is 2114. So this is a valid flag. This is a valid flag. This bar, let's get some space here. This bar, the 11 o'clock bar, did not advance beyond the 10:30 bar. That's a consolidation. That creates a flag. That's the beginning of the flag. So now it's a flag. The trigger point right now for us to watch will be the 2114. If this is the low on this, when this bar closes, then the trigger point is up here. Yes, that's exactly it. The consolidation is the flag tied to the pole. So the advance, the expansion, that's the pole. This is consolidation or contraction. This is the flag. And again, the previous bar's low is always the trigger of the flag. So that if the 11:30 bar closes up here, then the trigger of the flag is 38. And it doesn't matter how many bars are in there. Okay, so had it gone past the top of the pole, it would not be a valid flag. There are a couple of schools on that. For me, a good flag does not advance. Some people will see a doji here and then a break of that doji, still call it a flag. Consider that doji a consolidation. I'm a little more strict. The more strict you are with the rules, the higher probability of that working out. Less common the setup, right? The more strict you are with the rules, you're going to see that a lot less. But when you see it, it's usually a good setup. So for me, I prefer a flag that does not advance any, and that's the beginning of the flag for a bull or bear flag. Yeah, and I'm looking at the 60-minute, and I'm seeing it too. So in 27 minutes, this 60-minute bar will close, and that could be the flag. And the trigger would be a low of that bar, a break of the low of that bar. Boom, shagalaga. So, this could be a textbook flag right here on the 30-minute, which we already had one on the 5-minute textbook. So, can correct, and had it gone past, wouldn't be okay. It's a break of the wick, right? On this instance, it's a break of the low. A break of the low. So don't worry about what the candle looks like. It's a break of the low of the previous bar. All right, my friend, all right. A break of the low of the previous bar. So the question here is, did we have our retrace? Hey, anybody new there, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the likes. I appreciate all of that. If you haven't hit the like already, do me a favor and hit the like. It goes a long way for me. I like to be liked. So we've talked about this before in a few other videos back in the day, but so let's see if I could expand this and show what I'm looking at. So these blue lines, these blue broken lines, are kind of the channel trend that was pretty consistent prior to the great pandemic debacle, going all the way back to 2009, right? So that's basically like the average high, low, and middle of the trend, with the middle line being the more predominant. So I track that back. And then right here you have the pandemic, and you have the easing to get us through the pandemic, right? Took us really out of the pattern. And then we topped out, and we've come back into this pattern. And a few times we hit this line, and I had talked about watching what the behavior was, and then we bounced up off the line, and then we hit this line, and I said, watch the behavior of the market. You know, it's going to rebound. Then it did. It bounced off, and now it looks like we're coming to this low. And that's what I'd like to see right now. If this is orderly and there's no catastrophes, we should be looking at 35.39 as our low. So this is my goal. Let's watch this right here, see where it behaves. Interestingly enough, we have a couple of gaps or gapping areas at that price range. You'll see those red dotted lines, and they coincide right there. And several of my trend lines are coinciding right there. I mean, it's really telling me that that's the low. Now, this solid green line, this is what I anticipated my low to be, the 3,300 range. So these are just targets that I'm watching. And then the other broken lines are really just representing where the mids would be based on what the lows are. So this broken green line right here is the low I anticipated based on this trend line. And I did that quite a few months ago, based on this opening area right here. And it looks like it's holding that. So we're going to see how it behaves. I think we're going to, I mean, you could always have a little outlier, but I think we're going to stay around that range. And then come into more of a consolidation, maybe even, trade within these bars on the up. And that's really a 600-point range, which is pretty aggressive. But we'll probably trade inside this lower break, trade up that once we get back into orderly trading. So, this whole debacle right here, closing down the economy and then pumping money to rebuild it, that created the mess we're in today. I mean, really, we should have just continued working, put on masks, protected ourselves. Those most at risk should have stayed home. But you know what? I say that was a Democratic ploy to upheave the Republicans because the economy was doing well, the market was doing well, and Trump was going to be in office. They forced the shutdown of the economy, and that's when Trump started slipping. Such is the nature of the beast. So, yeah, I think if we can get back in this range, stay in this range, that's good orderly trading. And I think we'll probably hover around this line right here. Why are we ripping? I don't know, man. Do you listen to the broadcast? We had said that we had come into a mid-session reversal, and we were looking for that, and there it is. I had said I'm not going to take it. So we're in that mid-session reversal, usually a 50% retrace, and now we're creating this cup and handle. And you could watch that for a further move up. I mean, it's very possible that we close today's gap. I had said, although very aggressive, we're down very aggressive, it would be an absurd day. I had said that we could very well close up 25 points. But I'm feeling like this move up right now is over. I see an exhaustion gap in the Dow. That could be a halfway gap, too. Russell has it also. What's the time? 11 o'clock. So you asked me, did you look at any news? I mean, when you get a midday or a mid-session reversal, it's aggressive. Shorts close, bears go long on it. I don't see anything popping up. I mean, jobless claims hit 5-month low. You know, that's from this morning. Congress is examining the impact of abortion bans. That's the only thing that's popping up. Kremlin announces Russia will annex 4 occupied regions in Ukraine. Yo, Coolio died. Dude was 59 years old. Maybe the market went up on Coolio's passing. The Russian exodus shows no signs of receding. People are just leaving Russia. Yo, this cat, he's going to have an empty country. Yo, when you have to seal, well, I guess it's not a democracy, right? If you have to seal the borders because people are running, then it's not what the people want. Yeah, sarcasm doesn't come across in typed word, yeah, it's not the markets. The European markets close around this hour, and that's the cause for the mid-session rebound. So yeah, Europe's coming off the box, and so selling eases up and shit like that. People know it, and self-fulfilling prophecy. So it creates that mid-session rebound. But yeah, we could very well just continue. Yeah, now you could look for some sort of trend reversal pattern or a continuation pattern. I mean, that 30-minute is looking kind of bleak. So we're setting up a 30-minute flag, and we got a 60-minute flag setting up. Both end at 8 o'clock. And they'll probably trigger at the same time. So you got two time frames triggering a pattern, a bearish pattern. It's a very good sign, very good entry point. Pretty reliable setup. And I mean, we should look for that. We didn't quite hit that 628 number I was looking for yet, right? Oh, yeah, we did. What I saying? Yeah, we popped through that bad boy. So really now my target is 555, 557. Very, very likely. Very likely. Made a Texas brisket this weekend. Woo, chow, that was good. Texas barbecued brisket. That's all right, mama. That's all right with you. Come on, baby. 3 minutes. Got a flag on the 30. Got a flag on the 60. Looks like we could be making another leg down. I really, really, really want to know. She's such a pain in the ass, this broad. Watching that trigger for the 30-minute. The low is 634. It's fighting it. It's fighting it. Could be an afternoon flag too. Just waiting for that flag to trigger on the 30. On the 30. It may happen in the afternoon on that 60. It's just fighting that trigger. All right, folks. We are watching. The 30-minute and the 60-minute. So the 30-minute, here's what it looks like right now. The trigger point is 34.58. If this bar closes and doesn't go any lower, then the trigger point becomes 36.73. So we're watching that. And you could watch it also on the 60-minute, which the trigger point is much lower, of 21.14. But if this bar closes, it's still 45 minutes before the close. You could be up around the 36.73 range. So that would probably be a really good one if we just consolidate a little while and for 45 minutes close here. Take that on the 60. Very encouraging. Very encouraging. So, hey, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. And check me. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow I'm with Tribal Elders. So I'm going to try to get the early morning out. And then I will see you guys on Monday. So that being said, I don't think there's much more to